There's one like right below us.
And whose fault would that be, Lucas?
Fuck's sake, Lucas. What?
Lucas. Lucas. Where is it? I want to see it.
I don't know, but I'm gonna move in the other direction.
I see him.
That's not a good thing, Chris.
You just shoot him.
No. Getting away from it.
Are you sure?
Watch out behind you, Alistair.
Nah, I'm fine.
I was fully gonna let that go off.
Oh!
Oh, you got me.
Why is that?
Was that him?
That's...
He's above us.
It's above us!
Amogus.
Among us?
Almost.
Oh.
Oh, that's nuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It's so funny when you just explode.
Yes, his main weakness, a 3-block wide tower. 3 blocks high and he can't get me.
Yeah, Alistair's got the right idea.
Gank him, boys.
Oh.
Ah. I didn't think that was a good idea, to be honest.
We get the jump on him. Start shooting.
Run.
Oh, where's he come for me?
No, he's come for me.
Oi. Oi, bleed.
Good luck, Kremlin.
That was terrifying. I was going blind, I couldn't see him, and I just hear him running towards me.
Oh no, I only got 12 hours left.
That's okay.
You bitch!
Now you can have 64 back to the chips.
I'm about to die, aren't I?
Oh my god.
I brought in a second one.
Lucas, you son of a bitch.
Oh shit. Oh, come on. Oh no, it's come from... Yeah. There we go.
oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft.
Oh, that's balling.
He's gonna come out of the fucking ground, isn't he?
Oh, this is a perfect shot. Oh, what the hell? What happened there?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Well, let's get everyone together for one last pick before we all die. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah. Was that an explosion?
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, Lucas, you're the only one who has a PC that's good enough.
I have a
I'm
PC. I'm watching this in 60 frames per second, bro.
This is not good.
Why is
My
it?
god, did anyone see the chicken?